Hello, I'm Glenda Cimino. I'm both a theater practitioner and an avid attender of performances. I love theater. It means a huge amount to my life since I made leaves for a performance in Atlanta or had a bit role on stage here and there. And I think theater is very, very important because it gives us an opportunity for a collective experience to experience an alternative reality, to identify with people with different backgrounds and different lives, to provide catharsis for us, as in the old Greek theater, where we go through something on stage that we don't have to go through necessarily in our everyday life. We learn to identify with others. We learn to empathize and share through theater. We share the experience of theater, and the collective audience gives energy to the performers, and the performers interact with the audience in secret and invisible ways. It's a magical thing, theater, and I miss it greatly. Being in your own room, talking about it, doing a one-woman show even, it's just not the same. Theater is a collective practice. It's a spiritual practice. It's an art that I hope we will get back after COVID. And I don't know how long this video is supposed to be. I haven't prepared anything, so this is all off the cuff, off the top of my head. But I think that without theater, we're much less rich culturally. And I look forward to writing some plays and putting them on, and I look forward to seeing other people's work on the stage. I have seen a number of productions that have stayed with me for years. I really appreciated what the actors and the director and the writer went through to get the thing on stage, because it's not easy. And renting theaters is expensive, and training actors takes time. And stage management is a crucial thing behind the scenes. Without good stage management, your work may be wasted. Um, I just really look forward to being surprised by theater, to learning something I didn't know before, not didactically, not being taught by somebody, but being shown, being made a part of an experience collectively with the audience and individually in my own heart. I like theater that touches me, that moves me emotionally, that maybe makes me a better person for having seen it. And I look forward, as I say, to making more theater and going to more theater. And best of luck to all of you theater practitioners out there. I really want to see your play. Thank you.
So what I need from theatre is that safe space where me and my peers, our wonderful theatre company, Slapdash Productions, can try and expand on our skill level and our ability not only as actors, singers, or dancers, but where we can also evolve as people. Uh, we need to have our mentors back, the wonderful Tara Landers and Janice Sabroya and the master himself, Chris O'Sullivan. We just need to have them back and teaching us the skills that we might need in the future. We're really, like, without being there, like from going to being there constantly to being there or not being there, sorry, for the past 3 or 4 months is a real change for us, and it's something that we're not really used to. So what we are hoping is that when this is all over and we do eventually get our spot back, that it meets all social distancing requirements if needs be, and also that we have just that we can see everyone again is really all that I'm asking for anyway from theatre, and I'm sure that everyone else that is involved in theatre is asking for as well.
Hello, my name is Pat Nolan. So, what can an audience expect once it returns to the theatre after all this madness? I would say comedy would be a good bet. Lots and lots of comedy. People need a good laugh, and they need to get that live experience again, and they need to get into the habit of going to theatre again. And I think comedy is the way to do that. So lots and lots of comedy. Thank you.
Hi, Stage Door. As the owner of a performing arts academy and as a teacher of drama to young people, I would really love the opportunity to take more young people to the theatre and to see more types of shows, not just musical theatre, but also plays, puppet theatre, anything that's interactive and engaging and made for younger audiences. There was a brilliant production on in the Abbey at Christmas time, and it did get moved on to the Peacock for a second run, but I would just love to see much more types of shows coming through so we can take younger audiences and inspire the next generation.
What do I need from theatre again? Well, I need my slapdash family back. My wonderful work wife, Janice de Bruyhat, the musical maestro himself, Chris O'Sullivan, and the company itself, that it's too many names to mention. I want to create for them again. I want to see them learn. I want to see them grow. I want to see them surpass even their own expectations. I want to be in that safe space again where we can all be our crazy selves, regardless of race, regardless of gender, and regardless of sexuality. A place where we can be ourselves. That's what the theatre is. That's what the theatre does for a lot of people, and I think we've taken that for granted. So I want my family back. I want Slapdash Theatre Company back, and I want my safe place back.
I want from musical theatre in general is just to see, more talent on display and like new talent, and I'm excited when all the theatres open back up and they recast new shows or do some more revivals. I'm excited to see what new talent is brought up, and even in local theatre, new talent brought up and new people joining. It's great.
The thing I miss the most from theatre is that sense of immediacy, and also that idea that you're participating in something outside of yourself. And even when you buy a ticket as an audience member, you are helping a story being heard or an idea being communicated from all the people on stage, the people backstage who helped put this show there for you to be part of and to be a spectator of. And it's really, even if you're just sitting there in the dark, there is something about the buzz in a room where everybody is feeding off of this and really trying to learn something new about the world. And that undeniable sense of collaboration and the fearlessness that it takes to put on a story is something that I really miss, and I really need to have that in my life.
I just want my second family back, all the Tara, Janice, Chris, all the lads, everyone in the group. There's only so much you can do at home, like you can practice at home or whatever, but like it's not the same. Getting fed up my family as well. I just want to get back doing theatre and just having the crack. That's it.
How you doing? The question has been posed to me, why do I need theatre? For me, it's the escapism. The chance to walk through the doors and just leave the outside world behind. The anticipation of the first curtain call, the overture starting, the music, the excitement. It's also a shared experience I have with my wife and my daughter. There's a passion that we all share. So it's something to do outside of the norm, and let alone enjoying a performance, I'm making memories. That's why I need theatre.
So what I would like to see from theatre, and what I need from theatre when we get back to the stage, is accessibility, because I think community theatre has made, and amateur theatre has made, being an audience member and going to the theatre and a night out at theatre very accessible. But sometimes I think when it comes to who's up on stage and what stories get told and what plays get performed, I think it can take on its own form of elitism. So I would like to see a wider representation of and diversity in society and community theatre groups, and some of the more marginalised voices in society heard through the work that gets performed.